am telling the youths that are here, it is your future that they are toying with. I have children, I have kids. I have 2 lovely children that are graduates. Somebody told me yesterday, just yesterday, he said to me, my friend Chida, we were going somewhere, and I was telling him about the text my daughter sent to me. I wish I read that type of text to you and you will understand. And somebody said to me, oh, I saw your son going to, that one was in Vietnam. He was going to run somewhere. He said he's going for interview for job. Peter, can't you give him a job? Peter, can't you do this? The boy doesn't even have, I said, none of my children have car. I was the only person who is governor and bank chairman, not to them. Nobody elected them one. They have to look for job. They have to do what they need to do. Take back your country. This country belongs to you. It is your future that they are toying with. You must take it back from them. It is not their country. And you must take it back from them.
Nigerians have been reacting to the news that the daughter of President Muhammadu Buhari, Hanan Buhari, used the presidential jet to attend the Durbar in Bauchi. According to reports, the president's daughter, who recently graduated with a first class in photography from Ravensbourne University in London, was said to have been invited by the Emir of Bauchi, Rilwanu Adamu, as a special guest of honor. In photographs which have since gone viral on social media, Hanan could be seen disembarking from the plane and being welcomed by Gombe state officials. It was gathered that the Durbar was specially organized to avail the president's daughter the opportunity to take photographs of the traditional Durbar, the architecture in Bauchi, and other cultural sites in the state. The news has since sparked a debate on social media. Pro-transparency activist Inibehe Effiong described the use of the presidential jet by Buhari's daughter as an abuse of office and a waste of taxpayers' money. It is reported that about 8.5 billion naira was allocated for the maintenance of the presidential fleet in the 2020 budget. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Sheyi Tinubu, has come under fire on social media after he was spotted on Sunday, October 8th, reportedly using the presidential jet to travel to Kano to watch the finals of this year's edition of the Kano International Polo Tournament. Eyewitnesses say the presidential jet that conveyed Sheyi Tinubu and his friends landed in Kano around midday on Sunday. He was said to have been received at the airport by some officials of the presidency, the Kano state government, and the Kano Polo Club. While users on social media criticized the president's son for using the jet for a private event, while the London-based Nigerian journalist Jafar wrote this on X. Here is Tinubu's golden child, Sheyi, traveling in the presidential jet to watch polo in Kano. But this trend did not start today. Buhari set the bad example when he allowed his daughter, Hanan, to travel in a presidential jet for a photo tour in Bauchi. Even if our laws are vague on this, one thing is clear: this is an offense to the moral code of leadership.
After watching this video, 3 things are on my mind. Number 1 is the clear difference between Peter Obi and other leaders that we have in Nigeria. The difference is just too much. Peter Obi demonstrates something that is so much lacking in other leaders in Nigeria. Peter Obi has so much distinguished himself from other leaders that we have in Nigeria that sometimes people begin to ask, did Peter Obi really grow up in Nigeria, or was he really born in Nigeria? Because I've seen some people who say, look, this man does not behave as if he is a Nigerian because of the way he handles issues. And that also describes why the politicians don't like him. That is why he himself said it, that they have ganged up against him. Now I understand the gang up against him, because they see him as someone that is totally different from them, and then he shines the light on what they are doing, and then Nigerians see that not every politician is like them. So you can see why they don't like him. So the first thing I see in this video is Peter Obi's complete difference from every other politician that we have, at least for today. The second thing I also see there is for those who normally would ask, what would he have done differently? I mean, it is obvious. It is there very clearly that his family will not be part of the government. Like Peter Obi kept saying, that if you are not stealing, your family members are not stealing, and those close to you are not stealing, you cut corruption by half, and he has demonstrated it. So it shows what he would have done differently. It is obvious that he would have cut down the cost of governance, but beyond that, he would also ensure that his family members do not participate in anything governance because, like he rightfully said, he was the one that was elected, not his wife nor his children. So that is at least what he would have done differently. So the family wouldn't have come close to leadership. He would have ensured that they all face their businesses and do whatever they were doing. The third thing I see in this video is that Peter Obi has been very consistent. Now, that his speech was in 2016, and you could hear him charge the youths, take back your country. So for those that were even thinking that he was saying take back your country in 2022, some people were erroneously thinking that he was talking to the church. But the truth is that Peter Obi has been saying, youths, take back your country as far back as 2016. So I can also see consistency, a man that has been consistent. And also in that consistency, I also see him, the passion that Peter Obi has for the youths. So you can see him even as far back as 2016, talking to the youths to take back their country. And I also see there the consistency of youths, coming to love the person of Peter Obi. No wonder during the 2022 election, it was easy for the youths to come, around him and support him fully. So it was obvious, it was clear that it is not just during the election that Peter Obi had a connection with the youths. He had always had connection with the youths even before the election. So these are the three things that I was able to see from that video. And finally, one thing again is that we as Nigerians and we as Obedients, so having seen this type of a man that has brought out himself to serve our nation, our duty is to do what we can do as humans, and all the campaign and all the voting and whatever we can do as individuals and as a group, so that by God's grace, we see that this man becomes our president come 2027. And let me just assure us, he has been doing all the other political works that he's supposed to do. So don't panic. For those who say Tinubu has done that, Tinubu has done this, the system is already rigged against us. Yes, we understand all of those things, but the truth still remains that the future belongs to those that dare, and that is the truth. We can't just fold our hands and say that they have captured everywhere. No, we have to dare, and you don't have to sit back and say that it is not working, even when you have not tried. You can see that they are actually scared of Peter Obi. That one is very clear. So let us keep pushing. We believe that by God's grace, 2027 will be our year. Thank you so much for your time, and may God bless you. And please, if you have come to this point, I will plead with you to kindly give me a thumbs up and please share this video. Thank you so much.